I have a theory about Prismatic Evolutions, Elite Trainer Boxes, and just Elite Trainer Boxes in general for Scarlet and Violet. And I'm speaking of specialty sets, but also can maybe include regular sets as well. So, like I said, this is just a theory. I'm just speculating here, giving my thoughts and my opinions. I'm not saying this is factual, so don't make any decisions based off of this, but just hear me out on my thoughts about this. So, back in Sword and Shield, we saw a lot of reprints of Elite Trainer boxes. We saw reprints with Shining Fates. Those got printed like crazy. I remember they went all the way down into the 30s. We saw big reprints of Crown Zenith Elite Trainer boxes too. And we also saw reprints of Celebrations ETBs. There was a ton of ETB reprints. But if for some reason things have changed with Scarlet and Violet, and this is where people, when they compare reprints with Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet, it's just totally different. Because Elite Trainer boxes, it's really strange with Scarlet and Violet. First of all, I've heard from people with distributors that Elite Trainer boxes, they're not getting allocated as heavily as, even booster boxes or just comparatively, which is kind of weird, especially for main sets. I've heard that with people that had their allocations with Journey together, that they didn't get that many Elite Trainer boxes compared to booster boxes. Like, they got way more booster boxes. It's kind of strange because Elite Trainer boxes would be a product that you would think that they'd probably get more of. But just besides that, the reprints for Elite Trainer boxes, they haven't really been there for specialty sets. And it's really strange because, like I said, you look at Sword and Shield, there was tons of reprints for Elite Trainer boxes with Shining Fates, Crown Zenith, and, Celebrations. But Scarlet and Violet, I mean, if you look at the past specialty sets, they haven't really gotten reprinted, per se. So right now, Prismatic Evolutions, Elite Trainer boxes, they're sitting at under 140. I remember they went up to like 145, like around here, and they're actually starting to dip a little bit. It's not that surprising that it saw a huge run. It's going to pull back a little bit, and they're going to go back up. But now they're at around 135. So at this price point, I still think it's going to go up. I'm not selling mine at this point. I think it has a way higher ceiling, and taking into account other sets, other specialty sets, Elite Trainer boxes not getting reprinted, I feel like this could go pretty high. So let me just show you what I'm talking about here in my evidence and sort of my thoughts. 151. The prices of 151 Elite Trainer boxes are now over $200 for a normal Elite Trainer box. Well, we saw some restocks, you could say, not really a reprint, or maybe it was, from Costco, bundled with the tin. They had also Crown Zenith Elite Trainer boxes with the tin. But that's kind of it. We didn't really see like stores and stuff get them. Like, we didn't see like local game stores get reprints of these. It was just Costco really. But that was it. So no really reprints of this, and now they're above $200. And also, Paladin Fates. Paladin Fates, we haven't seen any reprints. I mean, now it's over $100 for this. It's $120. That's pretty expensive. No reprints, right? But what has gotten reprinted? Not Elite Trainer boxes. Booster bundles. It seems like booster bundles are the product of choice for Pokemon to reprint. We've really been seeing that with 151. Like, we've seen 151 booster bundles show up, online, like restocks from Walmart, Target, like a few months ago. They're all showing up in stores. And then recently we just saw them at GameStop. So it seems like they like to reprint these. And we've also seen, booster bundles show up too for other sets, like main sets, like Twilight Masquerade, Surging Sparks. It's really strange. It seems like this is the product they like to reprint. And you even go further. Paladin Fates. So this is not, I guess it's not, 100% confirmed. But, with the whole reprint news we've gotten recently, it seems like these are getting reprinted. The Paladin Fates booster bundles. You see a pattern here? Why are Elite Trainer boxes not getting reprinted right now? Why is it booster bundles? Why haven't they reprinted these? This is super expensive. You got to think about it. These are well still in, the reprint window and stuff. This set's only like a year and a half old, maybe a little bit more now. It's over $200. That's 4 times over MSRP. for a product to be in that reprint window, you would think they would reprint it at this point, right? It's too expensive. Where is it at? Why is it not here? Why are they reprinting booster bundles? Why aren't they reprinting Elite Trainer boxes? Why is Pokemon not doing it? I don't know. There could be some sort of problems. Like I've heard maybe there's some sort of, supply issues with some of the components to the Elite Trainer box. Maybe it's not as profitable for them to reprint these. That's all very possible, right? It's strange. Why are they going to booster bundles? Who cares, right? Why don't they do the Elite Trainer box? A lot of people like Elite Trainer boxes for collecting, and they look cool. They can hold cards and stuff, but they're not. They haven't done it. And with Paldean Fates, we are hearing about this reprint. Why no Elite Trainer box? Why is it not happening? Why is it the booster bundles? I think you can see what I'm getting at here. So, with Prismatic Evolutions, I'm not recommending, okay, to buy at these prices. And honestly, at this point, they're getting hard to find. A few weeks ago, I was able to pick some up for $100 or less. Now, I've noticed, even on Facebook Marketplace and also on eBay, you can't get them for $100 anymore. It's like impossible. They're like all gone. So I would, I'm not going to recommend it, but if you are looking for them yourself, I would say now would probably be a good time to probably look around and look around for the scraps because, these are just going to go up in my opinion, just based on this evidence here. And if they really don't reprint these and they reprint booster bundles, these could hold a pretty good premium like we're seeing with 151 ETBs. So, like I said, I don't want to tell you guys to buy at these prices. I've said this the entire time with Prismatic Evolutions. I have bought them over MSRP because personally with me, some of these products, I don't think they're getting reprinted. Though I'm thinking from just what we've seen in history, they'll probably reprint booster bundles. That's like a big product I think gets reprinted a ton. And those are the ones that I'd probably be more careful of buying over MSRP because those are the ones that do get reprinted a lot, especially we're seeing with 151. But some of these products, like ETBs especially, it doesn't seem like they reprint them. I could be totally wrong. Maybe in a year from now, things get solved. Maybe whatever issues they're having now, whatever their reason may be, maybe they reprint them into the ground like they did with Sword and Shield. But for some reason, it seems different than how it was in Sword and Shield. Because Sword and Shield, I mean, they didn't really have, there was no booster bundles of, I guess there was Crown Zenith booster bundles. Those got printed pretty late too. I remember those got restocked on Pokemon Center. I remember making a video about it, but, it seems like just now in Scarlet and Violet, there has been a shift from printing, Elite Trainer boxes into the ground to booster bundles being printed into the ground. I'm kind of using air quotes here because, look at how many times I think it's now 2 reprints they've done of booster bundles. Is it 2 or 1? And the prices, they have dipped a little bit. Like you can see here, like they have dipped. Like there's been times where it's dipped, but it's always gone back up. You can see here. So I just think these are the products of Pokemon's choice to reprint because I think, I guess this is just my guess, right? It's the most profitable because this whole box, the cardboard insert they have with the pen flip thing, the cards, the promo, the dice, the sleeves, all those different components versus just a 6 packs in a mini cardboard box, and that's it. Think about shipping costs, production costs. It seems like this is very effective compared to this. And these, if you think about space and all those other things, their margins are probably a lot better on these. So those are just my thoughts. I think this is the most effective way for Pokemon to get packs out for consumers, like economically. I think it's the cheapest. So I'm thinking this is the new normal. Will they'll reprint mainly booster bundles? I'm not saying they will never reprint anything else, but the whole thing from Sword and Shield where they reprinted Elite Trainer boxes into the ground, it seems like that's kind of gone because I'm not seeing these reprints of ETBs. I'm only seeing booster bundle reprints. So that goes to my point. With me, I'm not going to recommend it, but I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't really reprint these, at least anytime soon, because we're not seeing it with anything else for specialty sets. So, that means for me, I'm not really going to sell any. I don't have a ton, but I have a good amount. And I know that's very arbitrary saying a good amount, but you guys know with me, I'm not trying to do this whole thing now with, showing off or whatever you want to call it with, showing you guys everything I have, telling you everything I have. Not right now, but I'll have enough to the point where I'm pretty happy because knowing and seeing this data, I think this is going to go pretty high. That's just my thoughts. And honestly, I feel like 135, yes, it's over MSRP, but look at 151. I'm thinking if Prismatic, Evolutions ETBs don't get reprinted, think about where this is going to be in a year from now. I think it's going to be pretty expensive. So those are my thoughts. Let me know down in the comments what you think about this. Am I crazy, or do you see my logic here looking at past sets from Scarlet and Violet for specialty sets? Booster bundles getting reprinted, no Elite Trainer boxes getting reprinted. That's what I'm seeing. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe in the future they change everything up. But as for now, that's what I'm seeing. So that's the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.